THiNK International here at Calibrate. I'm with LV Hanson. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks, Jeff.
Now you're at Calibrate, but you're a big promoter for Catalyst. Is that correct?
That's right, I am.
And you handle all the West Coast kind of networking and really putting something together.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a big Catalyst event like there is on the East Coast here on the West Coast soon?
This will be our third year, March 2nd through the 4th. We'll be Catalyst West Coast back at Mariners Church. So
wow.
Yeah, it's growing. It's been great.
Is it the same amount of days and the whole deal?
Yeah, we've got our pre-day labs on Wednesday, the 2nd, and then the 3rd and the 4th will be the main event Thursday and Friday.
What positive feedback have you heard from conferences like this? You know, like Calibrate, like Catalyst. You get to talk to a lot of the pastors afterward and whatnot. What are they saying?
Well, it's funny. Conferences like this have always been kind of a surge of insight, inspiration, momentum. It's always phenomenal. I mean, with the speaker lineups that Calibrate had, that God has given us a chance at Catalyst to be able to pull in. It's just quality content. So content helps really set the stage for whatever the leaders are being called to do. And so it's whatever that is, whether it's a grand scale or whether it's a small scale that we don't hear about. But it's a spark. It's a start to the momentum just from the quality content. So today was great. You know,
that's awesome. Being able to travel around the country. And meet with different pastors, you know, be at different conferences. Can you speak to what you see going on in the church, you know, on the West Coast, and then also within America here?
Yeah, that's a huge question. So I know that this is going to be a very limited answer. I think for me, one of the things that we've seen from how we've even started Catalyst on the West Coast is the relational focus.
Right.
East Coast, you've got marketing buzz that really helps establish brands.
Right.
The West Coast, it's relationships. Brands don't have as much collateral out here unless you know the person or the people leading it. And so we've come out and we've slowly developed that and built that. That's part of what my job has been, which has been amazing. I think connecting that to what I see in the church, there's a number of people across the country that are recognizing that the program of church and the brand of church really isn't garnering the response that we want. It's actually impact. And, you know, social justice and these causes and these movements, they're the buzz, and they have been for years now. But that's coming out of the heartbeat of the church, which says we want to actually affect positive change. We want to do something. We don't want to just speak an empty gospel. We want to actually attach meeting needs and addressing issues that are real. And so that's not new. We all know that, but it's seeing that on practical levels and off the radar moments in unexpected areas and unexpected ways.
Wow.
So
is there like any you know, so when I say secret, I don't mean like completely secret, but just haven't been heard of, you know, ministries that are out there that you think are doing some great things?
Yeah, actually, one comes to mind. Tim Bach and Lonnie Chapin. Lonnie, I'm giving a plug for you. He was the bassist for Petra.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we all know Petra Praise. Okay, so Lonnie, there you go. But Tim Bach and Lonnie Chapin are two buddies in Bend, Oregon, that are they've planted a church called the Icon City Church, and their tagline is "By the city, for the city." And what they do, they actually work in a warehouse tying fish flies or fly fishing flies, and that's their full-time gig. And they spend their other time planning this church. It's like I said, by the city, for the city. They're working with local government officials to say, what are the needs of the city?
Right.
How can we meet them? And how can we do it in a way that partners with the city and doesn't rub them the wrong way? I mean, the homeless population in Bend right now is basically eradicated because these guys came in and said, all right, we want to take the kids that are on the streets. We want to give them sleeping bags, food, tents if they need it, or put them up in hotels. And they funded it all through their movement. I got a chance to spend a few days there with them, and it was incredible. So, you know, there's a lot going on that doesn't get branded huge because they're not really trying to do that. You know, they're saying we want to address the specific needs of this people, and we're going to do it.
Wow. Last question.
Yeah.
In the mid '80s, there was a movie with Sylvester Stallone called Over the Top. You remember that?
Yes.
the hat and the whole deal, and no, heck no, dude. There's no way I'd crush you on camera, and it'd just be bad for your image. But who do you think would win in an over-the-top arm wrestling a competition between Andy Stanley and Francis Chan?
Look, Andy may look scrawny, but that guy knows some stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some secret form, some secret strategy that would just not only,
over the top,
yeah, well,
the thumb.
Andy, because of who Andy is, he would teach something new. He'd probably throw out some new move that literally flips Francis over the table. Yeah. So I'll have to say Andy. Francis, you're Asian, so you probably know some ninja moves, but I've got to give it to Andy.
There we go. Andy Stanley wins the over the top arm wrestling. LV, hey, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.